Welcome back. In this video, we will see what a ramp in Revit. So basically, ramp is an inclined platform which is used as a connector of the lower and upper level. It is another method of providing a platform of ascent and descent between the landings or floorings of a building. The ramp has a sloping surface and can be used as an alternative to stairs. Usually, ramp slopes are in between 1:10 to 1:15. This method of providing a means of ascent and descent needs a lot of space. So let's switch to Revit and see how we can create ramp. So to start with, let's suppose we have a blank project here. Now, let's go to the elevation view. So if you see, we have two levels, so level 1 and level 2. Now let's suppose you want to create a ramp to go from this height at 0 till the height 4 meters or 4000 millimeter. So to create this, the first procedure is we go to floor plan level number 1 and then go to architecture tab, circulation panel, and then select ramp. Now the moment you select ramp, by default you have two options. So either you can, by default always the straight line is selected. You can create a curve or arc shaped ramp also. Let's suppose I would like to create a straight ramp. So for that, the base level is level 1 and I want to reach till level number 2. Now one thing you will notice here, the dimensions, the instance parameter we have is the width. So right now the width of the ramp is 1000 mm or 1 meter. So let's suppose, for example, I would like to start it from somewhere here. So the moment I start or click the first point, so that starts the initial part of the starting of the ramp. Now if you see here, it is mentioned 0 of inclined ramp created and total required is 40,000 mm or 48 meters. So it means that to reach from level 1 to level number 2, you need to create a ramp which is 48 meters long. Now one thing you will notice here is I cannot go more than 12 meters in one go. So let's see why this is happening. So okay, let me click it here. So for example, let's suppose I want to go 12 meters in this direction from left to right. Then I will go from right to left another 12, and let's suppose again. So now you see total 36,000 of millimeter of the ramp is created. Now next I will go it again here, so the remaining 12 meters will be created. Now let's click finish and go to 3D view. Let me switch off the levels for the clear visual. Alright, so let me go and change the visual style. Now you will notice that our ramp has been created. So now if I go to the elevation view, you will get a clear picture. Let's go to south view. So now you see we have a ramp. We have 4 ramps, right? We have one ramp which is divided in 4 parts. So one part is going from left to right, then right to left, and then so on. So it is created in 4 parts. Now one to be noticed, which I have mentioned, we at one go we cannot go more than 12 meters. And how this 48 meters is calculated? So let's see once again. So let me go back. Alright, so let's go to floor plan level number 1. Let's go to ramp, and now we will go to edit type to see what are the settings for this particular ramp. So when I go to edit type, you will see here maximum incline length allowed is by default is set to 12 meters or 12,000 millimeter, and ramp maximum slope is right now 1:12. I have mentioned in the previous slide that usually the slope for the ramp will be between 1:10 to 1:15. So by default Revit provides you a slope of 1:12. Now what does this ramp slope of 1:12 means? It means that with every 12 meters you go straight, you will be increasing in vertical height as 1 meter. So let's see this one. So right now I'll keep this as default. So click OK. So now let me go from level 1 to level 2. So starting from 1 and then click it here, and I don't want to finish right now to create from till level number 2. So let me click finish. I'm getting this error because the ramp top is not connected to level number 2. Let's go to south elevation view. Let's go to modify, align, and let's see from this part. and then till the end, you will see it is 12 meters or 12,000 millimeters. So this is the maximum inclined length. And now what about the height? If we see it here, so let me select, for example, let's go and create one level to check. So let me try to create a model. If I want to give a dimension here, so what we can do is we can give a model line, pick a plane, and then let's create one reference line here. Let me select it again, and that's it. Now let's go and check align dimension. Okay, so here it is 1 meter, so let me go and so now you can see the top of the ramp is 1 meter. So it means with every 12,000 millimeter or 12 meters you go to in horizontal direction, the ramp will increase up 1 meter or 1000 millimeter. Now let's see how we can customize this value. So for that, let me delete this one. Let's go to level 1 and then let's go to ramp. Now this time I would like to customize something. So for example, this time I would like to give the maximum incline length to, let's suppose, 48. So what happens here? The moment I click the first point, you see I can create a direct in one go, or in one straight part I can create a ramp of 48 meters. So we can go to the south view and we can see. So if it is starting from level number 1 until it is going to level number 2, because we have given the limit for, or the limit we have increased from 12 meter to 48 meters. All right. Another way we can do, or we can customize the ramp is we can change the slope value. So what we can do, let's go to ramp again, edit type. Now this time it is 12 meters. So what I will do, I will change it to 15. So now what happens, the slope will increase. So now this time, if the slope will increase, we need less number of inclined length to reach from level 1 to level 2. So let's click apply. So right now the inclined length is 12 and the slope is 1:15. Remember, when the inclined length is 12 and the slope is 1:12 in the previous case, we need total of 48 meters or 48,000 millimeters of inclined length to reach from level 1 to level 2. So let's see what happens here. So now I'll click here. Now you see this time you need 60,000. Okay. So now what is happening, you see, click finish. Let's go to the south view and see. So now this time we need 1, 2, 3, and then how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need now 5 turns to reach from level 1 to level 2. So why this happened? Because what we have done is we reduce the slope from 1:12 to 1:15. So now before with every 12 meters it is moving up 1 meter, but this time with every 15 meters we need to go 1 meter high. So let me select this and delete. Now let's take a second example. Let's go to ramp again, edit type. This time let's make it 1:10. So now what will happen? Just click and then you see this time you need only 40,000. So from 48 it reduced to 40,000, and then so on. Now you see, so now you need less inclined length to reach from level 1 to level number 2. All right, so what else we can do here with the ramp? Now what we can do is, let me go to the default value. So let's set it to be 12, apply, and then now I would like to increase the width. So let's suppose I would like to increase the width from 1000 to, let's suppose, 5000, or let's take it, for example, 3000. And then let me go from only one part and then click finish. Let's go to 3D view. Now you will notice the base or the bottom of this ramp is empty, or it is having just a small thickness value. So what we can do is, now if you would like to change this, we can select this ramp, go to edit type, One way is you can change the thickness of this material, so we can make it like 300. Or else, if you would like to create a solid part, so what we can do is we can select it, edit type, and then instead of the shape thick, we can go and change it to solid. So now you can see we got a ramp which is total solid in the base structure. So that's how we can modify our ramp. Let's suppose you would like to change the thickness again, so you can just select it and change it to, let's suppose, 5000, and then click apply. Another way of creating a ramp is, let's suppose you want to create a ramp in an arc shape, so you can select the ramp and then click on center and arc, click the center point and then the end point, and now you can see we have created a ramp which is arc in shape and which is having the shape as solid in the base structure. So that's how you can create a ramp in Revit. Thank you.